Hey guys, it's Matt again from You and Your Horror Movies, and we are doing another Top 10 Tuesday. And this time we're doing Top 10 Extreme Horror. Now, for me, extreme could be all different things, meaning extreme gore, extreme endings, extreme nudity, extreme holy shitness, extreme what the fucks, or extreme holy crap, that movie was awesome, I gotta watch it again because it's so awesome, it pumps you up, those type of movies. Well, I went through my collection trying to figure out how the best way to describe extreme here. And I think I did an okay job selecting some films for you to enjoy for this top 10. So let's get with it. Number 10 for extreme. I'm going Saw 2. Yeah, Saw 1 was okay, but 2 started pushing the boundaries. And later on, all the rest of the Saws, try to push each other more. So I thought Saw 2 would be a little more extreme than Saw 1. You got the scene where the girl diving in for the syringe, for that, the injection to cure herself, the antidote. Wow, can't think of a word. But she's diving through all those needles. That was pretty fucked up. They're in a house emitting gas. Uh, People just going batshit crazy on each other. Some pretty cool deaths. So I'm going Saw 2 for number 10 for extreme. Number 9, yes, is Satan's Little Helper. This is where your extreme holy shit is. This movie's got a lot of weird extreme shit moments. Meaning, there's a little kid that loves this video game called Satan's Little Helper. And he tries to, help Satan and be friends with Satan. Then you have this maniac that's released from a mental institution. He dresses up in this weird, cool looking setup, and a kid befriends him and starts helping him. Hitting a pregnant lady with a shopping cart, setting up dead bodies all over the place. He thinks it's part of the game. And you're just thinking, holy shit, this movie is extremely weird. So, this is going into my top 10 here for extreme, in a different version of extreme type horror. Very cool setup, very cool premise. I enjoyed this film. It's just one of those what the fuck moments. Alright, number 8. Now this one, I'm doing The Mist. This is where you have the extreme ending. That what the fuck ending. It just sits there and leaves a hole in your soul. Especially when you watch this in black and white. The color is great. Black and white's even better. If you watch this film, I suggest watching the color first so you understand it, then watch the black and white. If you want, just go straight to the black and white if you love black and white films. I saw this in the theater, and that ending, oh, yes, if you know what I'm talking about. So that goes for extreme endings. That's what I go for. Alright, number 7. I'm doing the original Hellraiser. For its time in the 80s, it was pretty extreme. You have Pinhead ripping flesh off of people walking around in this S&M garb that are skin is dripping, blood is everywhere, these hooks are flying everywhere. It pushes boundaries for the 80s, which I thought was pretty cool. There was a lot of great moments, awesome practical effects. I am going Hellraiser for number 7 for my extreme horror. Gotta love the Hellraiser series. Alright, number 6, I'm going with House of a Thousand Corpses, Rob Zombie's directorial debut. This had a lot of extreme what the fuck moments as well, along with some extreme gore, extreme fucked upness, pretty much. You have, Bill Moseley character going around, killing people and turning one guy into a human mermaid, I think it was, like some weird taxidermy shit. His wife there, not Shirley Moon, whatever, Moon. And she's running around going, here, bunny, bunny, bunny. And the girls are all dressed up in a bunny rabbit outfit. And she's just going to town with the knife on one girl, stabbing her. And you have Dr. Satan in the underground shit. Captain Spaulding. This had a lot of cool extreme moments. I kind of figured this would be a great one. It started off the, I want to say the 2000 era with some incredible moments to it. again, I consider that an extreme horror film. All right, number 5. Yep, is Human Centipede. This one started pushing more boundaries with the whole connecting people together. It had a lot of the extreme shock value to it. Now they're working on a part 3. Let's see how that goes. It's supposed to be even bigger Centipede. But I'm going with the Human Centipede for extreme because it definitely pushed a lot of issues. A lot of people like this film. A lot of people dislike this film. But for what it's worth, it does have its extreme moments of pretty much tying people up one end to another and becoming this weird Centipede project. All right, number 4, I'm doing the original I Spit on Your Grave. For its time, this movie was very extreme due to its rape and revenge setup. This girl gets raped 4 times by 4 different dudes. And they actually showing it. And this was done in the 70s. Yeah, 1979. And you just sit there and you watch this thing, and for a 70s film, holy shit, they show a lot of stuff in this film. And, of course, the revenge part is even better. And it gets the moments, like, especially like the scene where the guy's in the bathtub with her. Yeah, a lot of guys will cringe on that aspect. But I'm going this for an extreme because for a 1979 film, this was pretty extreme for its time. And how awesome this film is. Great revenge film. All right, number 3, if I can get it up, I'm switching it up a little bit, is Hostel. Now, you're probably going, oh crap, really an Eli Roth film? I really enjoyed this film. I thought how extreme was is people pretty much bidding on anybody else and just doing whatever they want to them. That's pretty brutal. People, like, especially in part 2, when they show more of it, of the bidding, they shows everybody on their cell phones. One guy's at dinner with his parents, and one's at dinner with his wife and kids. And they're sitting there bidding on people's lives. Well, that's part 2. In part 1, you pretty much have the guys out back. They get suckered in, and then this shows all this torture that's done to these people, and these other people have paid for it to do whatever. One guy was like almost at a dinner table. He was getting eaten by the cannibal there. Another guy was just punching the shit out of one dude, just punching and punching. And really good setup, good premise. I really enjoyed this one. I don't know if they'll make a part 3 or not, but I just liked how the whole, I guess, was based on a video that they found of an auction that, you win the auction, you can do whatever you want. Then you figure, if I was in this scenario and I get to do whatever I want to anybody who I hate, wow, that just really pushes some boundaries there for extreme, because your imagination could do whatever you want, and you can get away with it. That's the brutal part, the murders and kills. And they're like, well, what do you want? A blonde, a brunette? Do you want a local? Do you want someone from a different country? Whew. Hostile. I'm going that with extreme for number 3. All right, number 2 is, I'm going with Headless. This is an independent film based off the Found movie. This movie, I think, is extreme with its gore and pushing some other boundaries, the decapitations of heads. But, yeah, decapitation is fine, but when the dude starts fucking the heads, yeah, then you start pushing some boundaries there. And eating eyeballs and everything. Yeah, you're pushing some extreme gore and extreme death. So I'm going with Headless for number 2. This movie is insanely nuts. It's really cool. Some of it just takes a little while to get used to. If you're not into this type of blood and guts and scenery, I'd suggest not getting it. If you are, definitely pick this up. I know right now the numbered runs are out, so you probably have to wait till the re-release of the film, and definitely pick it up when it gets re-released. These are nuts here, especially how Headless was done. It was insane. All right, number 1. I'm going with the good old gutter balls. Wow. You have pretty much everything in this film. You have violence, rape, gore, boobs, dicks, different weird death scenes. You know, you got a 69 death scene. The best death scene is the ball wax to the face. The ball waxing machine. Yeah. A lot of swearing, which is fine. Like, this movie just pushes a lot of boundaries. It's really, really extreme, for sure. Definitely check this one. I can't wait for part 2 to come out. I don't know when that's supposed to be debuted or when that's supposed to hit. Hopefully soon. I did the was it the Indigo on it? But this was pretty brutal. So kids, don't watch this at home. Go ahead if you do. It might fuck you up. But that's my number 1 for my extreme horror. I know a lot of others, they say, well, that's probably not extreme. It all depends on your opinion. I think these are pretty extreme films. I know there's ones more out there. I know there's some I don't own. Yeah. So this is my top 10 of extreme horror. Thanks, guys, for watching. Like, subscribe. Check everybody else's out. Later.